In this video, I'll be explaining what needs to be done in Business Plan Part 4, Organization and Management. So what we'll be covering in this BP4 is there's 4 parts to it. The first question that it asks in this business plan is what type of partnership will you have? Now, what you're going to have is something called an LLC partnership. And what that basically means is that you are an official corporation and you are limited liability, meaning that everyone is responsible for a certain part of the business. So each one of you has ownership in the company. Now the ownership is going to be divided out equally amongst all of you. But if there's 3 partners, then one person might get the extra 1%. And that can be discussed by you and business partners to decide on who gets that extra 1%, or if you want to divide that percent out, you could. However you want to do it is completely up to you. Now, in this first part of the business plan is you are going to have something called a flash page. Now, a flash page, what it is just a short little summary that has a picture of yourself with your name and then the position titles, all the things that you are responsible for. So if you need more than 3, you could just hit the tab button and you'd be able to add more that way. Now, what you need to do is find an image of yourself. The image that you pick of yourself should be professional, meaning that it shouldn't be one when you were a child or something that's really goofy or something like that. This is being presented for investors, so you want to try to go something that's a little more professional there. So, image of yourself, and then the different partners' names, and then the position titles. If you cannot remember which titles you were responsible for, in Part 2, responsibilities, these are all the different types of business plan parts that you signed up for. So these titles here that you see, that is what you would put into your position titles here. So obviously, again, if you have more than 3, you could just add another column into that to add more of those. So Part 2, there is no real work that needs to be done because we already divided those out for the most part when we introduced the project. You may have to look back on a previous document to find out which ones you're responsible for. But again, these are your responsibilities throughout the business plan. What that means is you're the person taking lead on this one. Not necessarily doing all the work, but at the same time, you are responsible to make sure everything is getting done. So that's all that Part 2 is, dividing up responsibilities. And Part 3 of BP4 is profiles. So each person, each business owner is going to have a flash page. And what I mean by that, again, is that it's just a short little profile will be on the same page with your business partners. So an investor can see, okay, these are all the people on the team. And all of these can be on the same page for this one. But if they wanted to find out more detail about a business partner, then they'd want to look at their profile. So each business partner is going to have a fictional profile where you provide your name and the title, description of your responsibilities. Again, responsibilities are right here. Your education, related experiences, prior employment, community involvement. That's all important things that people look at when they're looking to invest into a company, and in particular the owners. Now, your education, you'll probably want to match up with whatever you're doing here. So if you're in charge of the finance department, you probably want to have something that's finance related. If you're doing something with office administration, you want something probably with business. So match up your major and minor so it hits up some of your responsibilities there. Your experiences, again, you should create those based on your responsibilities, prior employment, community involvement. Make it look legitimate where your profile does match your area of expertise. So that is Part 3. Every single business partner is responsible to create their own for this one. And then Part 4, social media sites. We used to do this in a later business plan, but we found out it was just a lot of work that would have been nice to be able to start earlier. So since there's 3 of you on the team, each of you should take responsibility to take on one of these social media sites. You need to create a Facebook site, a Twitter page, and an Instagram page. And you're setting these up as business ones. So they're not your personal ones you have now. they are a real business Facebook page, a real business Twitter, real Instagram page. All we're looking for you to do is start adding some pictures to it, post the intro of your restaurant, of who you guys are and what you're doing, and then post co-owner introductions. And the mini profile, that is this here. That's your mini profile. So once this is done, just simply cut and paste, get all that together, and then post that to your social media site. As we go through this, you will be responsible to get a certain amount of likes and followers and things related to that to promote your site. So you will be doing some campaigning here to get people to like your Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram. So these are the 4 parts of your business plan. Part 1 is the flash page, which is your mini profile. Image of yourself, professional image of yourself. Position titles, which is right here. And then once this is done, all of your business partners should be on the same page for this one. Responsibilities, profiles. Again, that's your in-depth profile about yourself to really provide responsibilities, what matches there. And then your social media sites. You have, as we usually give you, is a week to get this done. So if there's any questions about these, please feel free to contact me and I can answer your questions for you.